Since the last episode, we have been talking about characteristics of great masters. In the last episode, we discussed the first one. Today, we are going to discuss the second characteristic. Great masters are transformers of human character. Let me share with you an incident. One day in the morning, Sri Thakur and Kulchandra was sitting in the ashram. His devotees were near him. In the midst of the devotees, Sri Thakur noticed one man who was very shabbily dressed. He was wearing torn clothes and his clothes were dirty. Sri Thakur called the man near him and asked him, "Son, why are you wearing torn and dirty clothes?" The man replied, "Thakur, I am a very poor man. I don't have the money to buy clothes for myself." Sri Thakur requested devotees present there to assist this man so that he can buy some clothes. As soon as Sri Thakur requested them, everyone started contributing. Within no time, a good amount of money was collected. The money was handed over to this man. This man came to Sri Thakur and said, "Thakur, what shall I do with so much of money? I don't need so much money to buy a few pair of clothes for myself." Thakur said, "I think your family members also may not have adequate clothes for themselves. So you buy some clothes for yourself and buy some clothes for your family as well." The man said, "Thakur, but this is a lot of money. Even after buying clothes for myself and my family members, still a lot of money will be left over." Sri Thakur and Kulchandra leaned towards the man and asked, "Do you have the habit of drinking alcohol?" The man was stunned. In a very soft voice, he said, "Yes, Thakur. I have this bad habit of drinking alcohol every day." Sri Thakur said, "Oh, then it's fine. After you buy clothes for yourself and buy clothes for your family members, buy as much liquor as you want with the leftover money. Then go back home and enjoy the night with all the alcohol that you shall buy." All the devotees present there were surprised. How can Sri Thakur advise this man to drink alcohol? Sri Thakur advises all of us to give up bad habits. How can he ask this man to drink alcohol? These thoughts were flashing in their mind. This man was very happy. Sri Thakur himself has asked him to buy alcohol and drink. He stood up and then slowly walked away from the ashram. The day passed. Next day morning, once again, Sri Thakur was seated in the ashram. Many of the devotees who were present the previous day were also present. Sri Thakur was engaged in conversations with the devotees. All of a sudden, the same man who had come yesterday, for whom Sri Thakur had collected some money yesterday from the devotees, arrived. He came straight near Sri Thakur and bowed down at his feet and started crying. He was crying uncontrollably. Sri Thakur asked him, "Son, what happened? Why are you crying?" The man said, "Thakur, I promise you, from today onwards, I am not going to touch alcohol. I am going to give up this bad habit forever. I promise you, Thakur, I promise you." Sri Thakur asked him, "What happened? Why are you saying so?" The man said, "Thakur, yesterday when I went from here, I straight went to the market. I bought a few saris from my wife and a lot of dress materials for my 2 children. Then, Thakur, I bought a lot of liquor, bottles of liquor. I was very excited that I would go back home and enjoy my night with all the liquor. But Thakur, you know what happened? When I reached home, I handed over the saris to my wife. She was taken aback. In my married life of 20 years, I had never gifted her anything. She could not believe it. But she could not hide the happiness on her face. She was all smiles. Thakur. Then I handed over the dress materials to my two children. Thakur, you can't believe how happy they were. They were dancing in joy. For the first time, their father had brought them something. They were overjoyed, Thakur. They were coming and hugging me, kissing me. They were all over me, Thakur. Their joy knew no bounds. Thakur, I had never seen smile on their face. I had never seen happiness on their face. Those moments were magical, Thakur. Those moments were special. I cannot forget those moments. I do not want to lose those moments, Thakur. The pleasure, the joy of seeing happiness is incomparable. Thakur, I do not want to lose those moments. I do not want to spoil those moments with my bad habits. I am not going to touch alcohol anymore. This is my promise to you. My dear friends, this man was transformed in one night. This is what true masters are capable of. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra had transformed this man forever. A true master is a transformer of human character. True masters do not necessarily transform human beings through their sermons, through their lectures, through their advice. They do that in the most uncharacteristic way. The moment Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra saw this man, he got to know him in and out in no time. He understood what was his requirement, what was his inner craving. He knew where to strike, how to transform. True masters transform characterless men and women into men and women of character. They transform incapable people into capable people. They transform ordinary people into extraordinary people. True masters transform people with strength, skill, or tact. Friends, in the next episode, we'll discuss yet another characteristic of true masters. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much.